Hi, welcome, welcome. This is Mighty Four, and this is our fifth video. Yay!
Wow.
Hi. All right, so today we're going to talk about different articles. All of us read different things, so it'll be interesting to kind of merge different articles together. So I'll start first, and I read the 2014 K through 12 edition. And I would like to talk about rethinking the role of teachers, because I think that's the central topic of today's education. So with the integration of technology, the role of teachers is, of course, shifting. So teachers are no longer considered the primary source of information. For kids, it's so easy to Google anything that they wish. They don't have to spend hours and dig for certain information anymore. So the roles of teachers are switching. Teachers are no longer, those the presenters of the information. They are more mentors, and their job, their duties have changed. So their job is to teach kids to use the resources given to them. Their ideal role is to be mentors and, kind of guide students in the right direction. So of course, that requires a lot of training. It's not a one-day change. It requires time and effort. And so I would like to connect this reading with the standard ISD standard for coaches, and that is evaluate results of professional learning programs to determine the effectiveness on deepening teacher content knowledge, improving teacher pedagogical skills, and increasing student learning. So coaches are to kind of get together and help teachers change their methods according to the new tendency. Of course, professional development is necessary to help teachers restructure their learning and become those mentors and not just the sole providers of information. So I thought that was very interesting for Horizon to kind of underline that. So what did you guys think, and what was the highlight of your reading?
Yeah, well, kind of like what you said with coaches, I also found that my reading, I read the Horizon Report 2015, K through 12, and the title of this report was talking about shift to deeper learning approaches. And this is a long-term impact trend because we're emerging into a market where you're talking about going from text learning to this what the report was about and what it entails. Students are getting more engaged with more project-based assignments, and they're doing this and connecting this in technology through, let's say, their applications of using their smartphones or tablets, which are now acceptable in schools. So students are utilizing those, and their technology is at the palm of their hands, and they're being able to implement their projects using these technological strategies. So teachers are just needing to become more aware, and with professional development, coaches are there to support these substandards in this area of teaching allowing the teachers to get that more hands-on experience, to developing these students where these assignments are more, geared to inquiry-based activities. And it talks about, their students are becoming more engaged. And when they did a research on how students were how they were performing, they were actually outperforming, and they had the students that were doing more project and inquiry-based assignments, they were outperforming students that were on their regular assignments that we currently have in schools. So it's proven in research that no doubt hands-on and real world and inquiry-based activities are very much supported within the classroom, and students are learning more, and they're being challenged. And so I connected this to the ISTE standard for coaches as well, and it's a substandard B, and it's engaging in continuous learning to deepen professional knowledge, skills, and dispositions in organizational change and leadership, project management, and adult learning to improve professional practice. So again, this is an emerging market where students are getting more engaged in technological applications as opposed to just, again, textbooks and rote drill applications as we've kind of known that how it's been we're shifting again from textbook to more inquiry-based. So this research and this report supports that. And what did you guys have on that?
Well, my article was called Increasing the Use of Hybrid Learning, which is kind of ties both of y'all's stories together, because it did talk about how the teacher's role is changing, that with the hybrid classes, you have the teacher in the classroom and she's doing some teaching, but she's more there as a mentor, as a one-on-one, not as a normal traditional classroom teacher. But then it's talking about how the rest of the time in the class, they're using the computer and they're working on their own and they're accelerating on their own. And it was talking about how it's at their own pace. I know at my school is based like that, where we have a teacher in the classroom and she's there to help a little bit, but she doesn't teach in the traditional sense. The kids are on the computer by themselves, but ours is self-paced, but it's at an accelerated rate, that the kids graduate faster that way. It says because the internet is so much more accessible today than it used to be, the hybrid classes are coming back. The online classes are coming back. That it's hybrid learning is the new thing. The teachers, like it says, the teachers are mentors, they're problem solvers. They help the kids work together to collaborate. It's more peer on peer than teacher teaching in the traditional sense. It says where students alternate between one-on-one time with the teacher and individual and group work, but it's mainly tied around the computer. This ties into the standard of for the teacher to engage learning with students with a face-to-face. It's more of a one-on-one because the rest of the kids have something to do. The rest of the kids are learning. The teachers has to divide up their time. And also another standard is it promotes learning and creativity, because the kids are going to have to learn the stuff on their own because they are on the computer. Mm-hmm. So it's just funny how my article kind of combined y'all's too.
Yeah.
Great job, Lisa.
Thank you.
Well, and to tie up what all of you are talking about, I know, Nina, you mentioned 2015 deeper learning approaches. I took the 2014 article, and it says a major component of this trend is the rise of students who are learning important lessons by creating their projects and products and services that are directly benefit the world around them. For instance, it says the goal of these types of experiences is for the students to learn by doing and application, and for them to actually understand that they can affect positive change on the world even as students. While deeper learning is taking place informally at school programs and through extracurricular activities, more school leaders are actually recognizing its value in formal settings. Now, to enable the shift to deeper learning, it does point out that schools are thinking about how they can actually leverage technology to produce products and extend the learning experience beyond the classroom. Because so many times, it seems like even in high school, it seems like everything is just pointed to in the class, but they're trying to connect out of the class and in class learning as well. Challenge-based learning is another thread of deeper learning. And it's defined by Apple as engaging multidisciplinary approach to teaching and learning that encourages learners to apply technology in their daily lives to solve real-world problems. So mostly what you guys are talking about is the whole apps are the future, and it's just about getting real life experience that actually connects in school and out of school. Now, education leaders are working together to actually develop more professional development opportunities for the teachers so that they can integrate the deeper learning that's very necessary in the classroom. And
right.
It's all about competency-based learning models, another type of deep learning approach where students actually gain credit for providing the mastery of these competencies rather than the traditional time-based model of instruction, and have grown increasingly popular in the last few years. So once again, it's just about trying to not just specifically fit everything in a box, but it's using all the real world around them in order to connect to the world and actually something that can transpire to the future jobs and maybe future college attendance and so forth. That basically wraps the article about the deeper approaches. So I guess everybody, we've talked about it. Oh, I forgot my ISTE standard was facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. That's
Wonderful.
great, guys. Once again, great work. Mighty Four.
Yay.
Yay.
We're good.
Yep.
All right. See y'all later. Until next time.
Till next time.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.